I order you to arrest the ringleaders of these miscreants and establish peace. Bring them forward. Colonel Taylor, you shall bring these people to the side, these miscreants, so they may have the pleasure to hear the rest of the declaration read, after which you may bring them to the jail, where they may have the honor to sign the Test Act oath, declaring that they bear no allegiance to King George III. Should they refuse to sign, their property is forfeit. Look to your duty, Sergeant. For imposing taxes on us without our consent. For depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury. For transporting us beyond seas to be tried for pretended offenses. For taking away our charters, abolishing our most valuable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our governments. He has abdicated government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burnt our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. He is at this time transporting large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the works of death, desolation, and tyranny already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy scarcely paralleled in the most barbarous ages and totally unworthy of the head of a civilized nation. He has excited domestic insurrections amongst us and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injuries. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the ruler of a free people. Nor have we been wanting in attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarrantable jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice and magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow these usurpations which would inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They too have been deaf to the voice of justice and consanguinity. We must, therefore, acquiesce in the necessity which denounces our separation and hold them as we hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace, friends. We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America, in General Congress assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do, in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies, solemnly publish and declare that these United Colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states. That they are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and that all political connection between them and the state of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved. And for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, and I will ask that you, citizens of Easton and Northampton County, repeat after me as you take this oath to each other. We mutually pledge to each other. We mutually pledge to each other. We mutually pledge to each other. Our lives. Our lives. Our fortunes.
Our fortunes.
Our sacred honor.
Our sacred honor.
3 huzzahs for our new country! Hip hip huzzah! Hip hip huzzah! Hip hip huzzah! May God long preserve and unite the free and independent states of America!
Yeah!
Aim high!